Shopping for a laptop can be daunting with so many options, form factors, and different hardware combinations or features. There are models designed for general productivity, media consumption, gaming, and demanding workloads like video editing and CAD. Additionally, most laptops have various display, CPU, GPU, memory, and storage configurations, making the choice even harder. To help narrow your options, we've compiled a list of the best models at various price points and for different cases like the best laptop for home use. To help you find the perfect model, we've compiled a list of the 5 best laptops. Be sure to check the description below for prices and additional details. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon for the latest tech updates. Now, without further ado, let's dive in. Number 5. Lenovo Yoga 7i. 16. The best laptop we've tested is the Apple MacBook Pro 14 M3 2024. This premium mobile workstation has a sturdy build, a compact design, and an incredible battery life. It provides an excellent user experience with its sharp 120 Hz mini LED display, spacious keyboard, and gigantic, easy-to-use touchpad. Equipped with Apple's new M3 Pro Max OCs, it can handle even the most demanding workloads. The new chips bring better performance compared to the M2, as well as ray tracing and increased memory, support up to 128 GB. The display is suitable for color-critical work like photo and video editing, as it has a wide color gamut and superb factory calibration. The Apple MacBook Pro 16 M3 2024 is also a good choice if you need more screen space and don't mind paying more. It's the same device, but with better sounding speakers. A great Windows alternative is the Dell XPS 16 2024. This 16-inch mobile workstation is considerably bigger than its Apple counterpart and is also a premium laptop with a great user experience, available with Intel Core Ultra 7 or 9 CPUs and up to an RTX 4070 GPU, 64 GB of RAM, and 4 TB of storage. This laptop is well suited to resource-intensive workloads like programming and 3D modeling. Number 4. Asus Vivobook 16M1605. The best budget laptop we've tested is the Asus Vivobook 16M1605 2024. This 16-inch ultra-portable feels well-built for the price, and it isn't overly bulky for a 16-inch device, so it's still easy to carry around. You can configure it with an AMD Ryzen 5 or Ryzen 7 CPU, which are more than adequate to handle productivity. Tasks like text processing, web browsing, spreadsheets, and video playback. As for the RAM, it has 8 GB soldered onto the motherboard and a SODIMM slot. So if you can't find a model with 16 GB, you can always get an 8 GB model and upgrade it yourself. Battery life is okay at around 8 hours of light use. So depending on your workload, you may have to plug it in for a quick charge. This model delivers a pretty good user experience overall. It has a spacious, full-size keyboard with a numpad, which is handy for those working with lots of numbers. As well as a large and responsive touchpad, you get Wi-Fi 6E wireless connectivity, a fingerprint sensor for quick logins, and a decent port selection with 3 USB-As, a USB-C, and an HDMI. Unfortunately, the USB-C doesn't support video output, so you'll have to rely on the HDMI to connect an external display. Our main gripe with this laptop is the display. Number 3. Lenovo IdeaPad Slim 3i Chromebook 14. The Lenovo IdeaPad Slim 3i Chromebook 14 2023 is our best cheap laptop pick. This compact model is a great option if you only need a simple device for light productivity tasks like text processing, web browsing, and video playback. The Core i3 configuration, paired with an FHD display, 8 GB of RAM, and 128 GB of storage, is regularly on sale through Lenovo. The cheaper configurations with an Intel N100 or N200 CPU and or 4 GB of RAM are fine if you have an extremely light workload. Just know that they'll get bogged down quickly when multitasking. As for the display, avoid the 768p TN display and get a model with a 1080p touch-sensitive IPS panel. Not only does it look sharper, but it also has better viewing angles and color reproduction. Unfortunately, the keyboard feels slightly mushy, and the touchpad is small and sometimes unresponsive. Its 1080p webcam is excellent, which is surprising for a budget-friendly Chromebook. The battery lasts around 13 hours of light use and charges over USB-C. Lastly, ensure you can do everything through a Chrome browser or Android app, because Chrome OS is limited in the type of applications you can install. Number 2. Dell Alienware M18R2. The Dell Alienware M18R2 2024 is the best gaming laptop we've tested. This 18-inch model provides a fantastic immersive gaming experience. You can configure it with a 480Hz FHD Plus or a 165Hz QHD Plus IPS panel, so you can choose based on your budget, and whether you want smoother motion and better responsiveness or a sharper image. You also have 2 keyboard options. One with scissor switches and the other with low-profile, clicky Cherry MX mechanical switches. The laptop feels incredibly well built, although it's bulky and heavy, so it isn't the best for on-the-go use. As for the CPU and GPU configuration options, this laptop is available with high-performance 14th Gen Intel Core i7 and i9 CPUs and discrete NVIDIA GPUs, up to a GeForce RTX 4090 mobile. It can handle the newest AAA titles with ease. However, the laptop gets hot and loud under load, which is the norm with this class of hardware. Memory and storage max out at 64 GB and 8 TB, respectively, and they're user replaceable. If you play online games, you'll be happy to hear it has support for the newest Wi-Fi 7 standard and an Ethernet port. There are plenty of other ports for your peripherals, including 2 USB-As, 3 USB-Cs to support Thunderbolt 4, an HDMI 2.1 that can output a 4K 120Hz signal, a mini display port, and an SD card reader. Number 1. Microsoft Surface Pro 8. The best 2-in-1 tablet we've tested is the Microsoft Surface Pro 8 2024. This versatile tablet form factor makes the Surface Pro one of the best laptops for home use. You can detach the keyboard to make it easier to hold or save space, like on a kitchen counter, and pop it back on when you need to type something out. Its 3:2 display looks sharp, gets bright enough to combat glare, and has a 120 Hz refresh rate to make pen input feel more responsive. Above the display sits an excellent 1080p webcam and a Windows Hello IR camera for quick logins. The keyboard feels good to type on, although you need to buy it separately, and the same goes for the stylus. The battery lasts only around 7 hours of light use, but luckily, the power adapter is fairly compact, and you can also charge via its USB-C Thunderbolt 4 ports. As this is a quick logins, the keyboard feels good to type on, although you need to buy it separately, and the same goes for the stylus. The battery lasts only around 7 hours of light use, but luckily, the power adapter is fairly compact, and you can also charge via its USB-C Thunderbolt 4 ports. As this is a model from 2021, there's already a newer version, the Surface Pro 9. It's essentially the same device, but with faster Intel 12th Gen processors. The Surface Pro 9 is easier to find, but if you don't need the performance increase, you can save a good chunk of cash with the Surface Pro 8 since it's an older device and often on sale. See the Surface Pro 9 on Amazon here. Microsoft has announced the new Surface Pro 11 with ARM-based SoCs, which you can read about here. Look out for our review of this product once it launches.